Hello and welcome to this short video that will provide a guide for you about how to use and navigate the Portside Christian College continuous online reporting system. In this video, I'll talk to you about the benefits for learning for your student, and Jared will talk to you about how to navigate the site for you and for your student. The reasons why we've introduced continuous online reporting is because we know that in order for a child to be successful, they need feedback on their learning while they are learning, not after they have learned or been finally assessed. Traditional reports provide reports often to parents that are historical after the student has completed the learning, which is far too late for them to be able to do much about it. So by providing you and your student with continuous feedback, they're able to see how they've achieved their last assessment and what they can do next to improve. And so that's why we call it continuous reporting. We've designed this to provide information to the learner, not just the parent. We know that often reports just go unnoticed by the student, and that's not okay. So in this way, we want you to be able to open up Sector, go online and have a look on a regular basis as to how your child is achieving and what their progress is and what they should do next, and do it with your child so that you can have some conversations about that. There are two main sections that you'll navigate, which Jared will show you. First of all is courses. As you go into the courses, you'll see a list of all the subjects that your child is studying. In there, you'll see a week-by-week guide as to what the content is. The second important part, and the main part where you'll see the results, is in the section called Assessment. As you go into Assessment, it will open up and show you how the student is progressing. You'll see both grades and comments. Some core subjects will have more comments than others. Normally, comments occur on the historical reports at the end of a semester. However, during this process, you will see the comments on the assessment the child has just completed or is in the process of completing. In this way, the child themselves can see what they should do next to improve. You will often see a rubric as well, which is a guide to the standard that's expected, what sort of standard we expect for that child to get a C or a B or an A. In this way, students can set goals. While they might be sitting on a C, they might be able to set a goal for a B and work out exactly how they can do that by looking at the rubric and the guidelines. At the end of each semester, you will still receive a final semester report on a 5-point scale, which is a requirement for all students in Australia. There'll be 2 of those at each semester end. They're printable at any time once they have been published. But in that report, you will now get the pastoral care comment and the disposition ratings, but you won't get the comments on each subject. Rather, you'll get what the student has actually achieved. That's why it's important that you look at this reporting system throughout the term on a regular basis with your child and have conversations about how they can improve or celebrating their successes. The other important thing to remember is that we have introduced the disposition ratings. These are the soft skills, the skills such as organisational skills, persistence, resilience. We know that if students can develop these habits of minds to a successful standard and are highly accomplished in these areas, they will be able to achieve any challenges that they face in the future. So can I encourage you to look closely at the dispositions and not just pass those ratings up, have conversations with your child about them and try and help them develop those skills throughout their schooling. So it's my pleasure to be able to introduce this to you, and please don't hesitate to contact us if you've got any concerns.
Thanks, Sue, and thank you for taking the time to watch this video on Sector Engage. So when you sign in, this is what you'll see. It'll be a home page with some announcements that will relate to you or your child. And then up the top there, we'll have a link to our college newsletter that gets updated every fortnight with some useful information about what's going on around the college. On the left-hand side here, we have our navigation bar, and today we'll be going through the assessments, courses, reports, and timetable page. So I'm going to start with assessment. So I'm just going to select that. And if you have multiple kids enrolled here at the college, then that list will show there. So I'm just going to select this student here, and then it's going to show all the subjects that this student is currently taking. If I select upcoming, it will show all of the assessments that are currently pending for this particular student. And then I can select each assessment, and that will show me things like the rubric, the task sheet, so what needs to be done for this particular assessment, along with the due date. I can also then click on a particular subject, and then that will show me not only the current tasks that are upcoming, but also show me previous tasks that have been completed. As it's a new semester, there is nothing to see here yet, but it's here that you'll be able to review your students' performance, see their overall grade, and any teacher feedback that might be attached to that particular assessment. So it'll be quite a useful spot there. So that's assessments. Going back, we're going to go to the courses page now. And again, you'll have to choose the particular student that you'd like to review. And the courses page is essentially where we will see what's going on for your student in that particular subject on that particular week, or potentially even down to that particular lesson, which again is just hopefully a useful tool for you to be able to keep track of what's going on for your child here at the college day to day. So going back now, we're going to check out the reports tab. Now this is very simple. This is just where you can download a PDF version of any report card that has been generated for your child since the start of last year. And you'll be able to click on that, and that will then download a PDF version for you to be able to print off, or if you just want a digital copy stored somewhere else, then you can do that just again through this reports page. So not a lot more to say there. So finally, we're just going to look at the timetable tab, which will of course show you your student's timetable. And this is also a useful place to be able to get in contact with a particular teacher about a particular subject. So I can just click on the subject, and it will show me which teacher is running that. And then there's a small email icon, which I can click on and then use that to get in contact with that particular teacher should you need to do that. So I'm just going to go back to the welcome page here and show you one last feature of Sector Engage that can be quite useful, and that's the notification icon up here on the right. So this will light up when marks get released or reports get released, or if a teacher's trying to get in contact with you through Sector, that will appear here, and you can see all the latest notifications that are very specific to you and the children you have here at Portside. So please do keep that in mind. It's a great way to sort of keep track of the really important things that might be happening through Sector. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it's been useful, and I hope you find Sector Engage to be a really great tool for you and your family. Cheers.